good morning, afternoon, good morning, good afternoon. Okay, we should be. This is why I don't go live. Good morning, good morning. So I wasn't gonna go live. I was pondering. I was pondering if I wanted to go live. That's what took so long. It's been pretty crazy. Pops got to come home from the hospital. I'm kind of really mad at my dad right now. Um, but that's not a topic. I just feel like my half sister, the one of my half sisters, is into drugs, and I'm just afraid she's using him, taking his money. My one sister now, I have second power of attorney. But she's also Nicole is also power of attorney, but she's just been controlling my dad's money and doesn't want from what I was told, I'm gonna cry. Supposedly, I was told by my niece, Lexi, you know, Betty and Cola and her boys, Betty Joe's kids are all into drugs. Well, one of them is into trouble, doesn't want to work. I know my dad is supporting all of them. But my niece had told me, she said she was going to come and visit my dad at his house. And so my niece was like, called me. I had called my niece and my stepsister, Amy. Now, I've always been closer to my stepsisters than my half sisters. When I was younger, we were super close. Grew up together, played together, were always around with each other. I know I don't see my half brother, but I see my real brother. But I have two half sisters and I have two stepsisters. I only really consider the one a stepsister, which is Amy. Now, Amy has struggled. She has struggled and struggled. My stepmom and dad raised all the nieces and nephews and raised Amy and Carrie. You know, give me what I need. I'll find a phone call. So my stepmom, took in all of the kids that Amy had and raised all of them, okay? In the middle of all that, my stepmom was to be perceived as an evil woman. My stepmom did a lot for my two half sisters, and she would buy her, she would do Christmases. My two half sisters would come along. They would come around my dad. Well, I don't know what really set it off. But I think it was because Teresa really loved my father very, very, very much. She was her she protected him, his heart. Um, my half sisters stopped coming around. My half brother stopped coming around. They just stopped calling my dad. They stopped doing things. They stopped being a part of family functions. Yes, Teresa made sure her grandkids always came first. Okay? And I think that's what really pissed my half brothers and sisters off, was the fact that, Teresa's grandkids were always the best thing that ever happened, and they were, just, it was all about the grandkids and her kids, her two girls. But then there was me. Now, I look at it as it is. Teresa really wanted, to have a sweet, wonderful daughter like me. She would always try to pin against brothers and sisters. There was always, like we all used, my mom and stepmom used to be really good friends. They used to, just everybody was together. Okay. And something happened along the line of my brother and my two half sisters never really felt loved, is what they say. They said they never felt love. But as I tried to tell these kids, and I tried to tell my brother this, and I tried to tell my nieces and nephews, yes, Teresa loved every single one of those kids. Teresa loved my brother's kids. But my dad's grandkids, she did. There was times that she went out and bought Christmases. My dad didn't buy Christmases. My stepmother did, So it's just hard because everybody's divided. My stepmom's not here. But, I got my half-sister taking advantage of my dad. The grandkids. So anyways, my niece Alexis wanted to come over and see my dad. And apparently, my dad must have made the comment of, it's just me and Sissy here. And, blah, blah, blah. Give me what I need. I follow, I let you lead. Give me love, don't need no money. I don't know who that is, but it was just crazy. It was just, so had that going on in my life, having my dad, and just my half sister is a drug addict, and I just have a funny feeling that they're just gonna try to take everything of my dad's, and I need to go back up there. I think I'm gonna go up on my birthday. I don't know if we're gonna do a cookout at my mom's, or I guess I better call my brother and find out. Because his wife might have to have surgery, so I do have chat on, so when you guys do come in, please say hello. It should be working. I didn't even check, but now, because I see two people here, I did not want the camera on. So my niece called me, and she felt like, she said, that Papa acted like he didn't want her to come by, and Alexis is the only one out of all of the grandkids. And Amy tried to take care of my dad, but, Alexis tried to take care of my dad for a while after Teresa died. For a couple months. 2 months. But if she was here today, she would not be letting, Betty Joe and Nicole and Danny walked out of my father's life 15 years ago, and now they're coming back in. Like, it's just, I'm pissed, you know. So, change this time. So yeah, but it's just, you know, crazy. And I just feel like this wouldn't be happening if my stepmom was still here. And I just know I don't have much time with my father anymore. I know I don't got much time with him. And it sucks because I don't get to spend much time with him since I live up here. Only an hour and something away, but like, I don't have a fancy fracking car. You know, I have my car I've had for a while, and she's done me very, very good. I love my car that I do have, but it's not like long travels comfortable with, you know? But I just thought, like, my sister's taking over my dad's money. He has to ask for money, he has to ask for allowances. I know she's got him smoking. I know he's smoking probably way too much cigarettes. My dad don't smoke nothing else. It's just a lot, you guys. It's just a lot. So I just wanted to get that off my chest a little bit, I guess. I don't know, guys. It's just... my stepmom was the glue to the family. And I know my stepmom didn't push me away because she knew I was a daddy's girl and I loved my dad. Even though, you know, he wasn't there half my life. But Teresa just didn't have really good daughters. She didn't. You know, the one daughter, you know, he was in a bunch of drugs, and just the other daughter was a psycho. Very much so a psycho. Psycho, bipolar, schizophrenic. She always had crazy stories. But my other half sisters, they don't got their shit together. Well, maybe Cola. But Betty, she don't have her shit together. And I don't even know why. Like, she still wants to be a biker and still do all the drugs and... Dude, like... No. I don't know. It's just nuts. So... I'm gonna have to edit that part out. Yeah. So, I meant to came with the more serious stuff, but I don't have much time. And I know everybody's been missing me. Some people have been missing me. On these YouTube streets. Although today I didn't think I was going to come live. I never would have thought by going in and trying to find research and doing different research and finding out what's truth and what's not truth. There's a lot of misinformation out here about a lot of people on these YouTube streets, and a lot of people say hateful, mean things when they're mad or they're upset. And you know, there's a few things that I might not have said so nice, and I try to, you know, just not be suckered in when everybody's hating on somebody. Um, there's other grifters out there. I just think the whole DV, I don't even want to say the name. I just think you've got these channels out here have been hating on him for how many years now? How many years has it been since he's been on the YouTube streets? Have people gone after him? When is it gonna stop? Okay, like, I just... There are other people out here that are doing bad, that are doing evil, that are doing, and then have an app to hide it. That's the crazy thing is, this guy used an app to try to hide a lot of it, but a lot of girls knew about it and figured it out. They figured out, well, this app is going to tell him when we screenshot. So a lot of evidence, they did get a lot of evidence, and they do have quite a bit of people out there that has been through this. So I'm going to get into it. Probably have to do a part 2. I don't know. But so I know I went to a few other people. Hi, Casey. Piss on the haters, and when someone attacks you because you've seen somewhere else. I know. Today I got a death threat, so that's nice. Yeah, so I went to, Team Roses yesterday, and was brutal. So today I went to Team Roses, and there was this guy in there giving, I think she screenshotted it, but was basically doing death threats, okay? So then I was like, whoa, shit. And so then, Team Rose I think she did block him, but, like, this guy was, like, seriously giving death threats to everybody in her chat, and it's just bullshit. But, so, yes, like, I have said things about Dolly Vision in certain chats, but there's a lot of misinformation out here. What am I supposed to believe? So, yeah, if I go... So then I went to Jonesins, too, and she was doing a video, and I went to tune in, and I got so much flock in there. I got so much hate in there. I was called a flip-flopper. I was called so many freaking negative names. And I'm just like, look, if you're telling me I can't go watch other people, that's so cool. And they're like, no, that's just you flip-flopping. And I'm like, I've watched several girls go in several different chats, and they have wrote things like about him and some of the actions that he's done, not so good, So, but Team Rose has really got me today. And then I got so much shit with family right now. It's unbelievable. My mom has been trying to tell my dad that he's got to get smart and, Austin driving his car around, ransacking it, doing drugs. Betty Joe's a biker. And I don't know if you guys know what biker women have to do to get into a biker's group. My sister, half-sister, is a swinger, which I don't care. Like, that's fine. If you want to swing, do what you do. But she left her husband because she didn't want to swing anymore, but he still wanted to. And they were still doing lots of white girl out there. Lots of that. But But she's just not good for my dad. I gotta get my dad away from her. Because I have this feeling in my gut. I have it in my gut. That she's taking these pills. I just have this really feeling. Especially negativity when there's not around to defend themselves. Yeah, absolutely. Like, Jones didn't say a word. Maria G was in Team Roses when I got attacked. Nobody said anything. Team Rose called me the troublemaker, and I'm like, I don't know if people don't realize that there was a clone of me that said way worse things that wasn't me. Yes, I have said some shit recently, but I have apologized for it. I still don't think he's a great person. I still think he could do some improvement. I still think that they just need to, like, these channels need to go on to somebody else because it's just old news. It's the same old, same old. Yes, he likes to get money from, you know, it's just, it's just too much. Too much. But I do want to show you guys this. So, back in 2000, what was it? 2017, I think, is when everything started, or 2005, somewhere around those lines. The girls got stories. I do want to show you guys this, though. Let's see if I can pull her up. So, I guess I could pull my notebook out. Don't be vulnerable, telling. I know. But it's just, I'm just worried. I want to get my dad out of there. Like, I just wish I could move back home and be closer to him because I just don't trust my sisters. Not with all their actions. And, you know, they said horrible things about my stepmom. And my stepmom was, you know, a loving mom. She had the wrong kids. But she did adore me, she did love me, and I think that's why she didn't push me away. But these other kids have been out of his life for 15 years, and they come back and they can just take his bank card. Like, I don't ask my dad for anything. I go to my mommy. I go to my mom. I definitely go to my mom for everything. I go to my mom for everything. Everything. That's funny. Let's see what this is. Okay, I'm done. Oh, she used what's her name's words. Tanya. Alright, so what I wanted to show you is if I could find it, if I could find her, there she is. Maybe it's with one L. No. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm looking. Alright, so I guess we'll just go with mine. with my stuff for right now. So, I want to say 2019, 2020. If everybody knows, I'm a DV survivor, an SA survivor. I am in recovery. I have struggled through addiction. So I was going through all these things, and I found this channel, okay? And the channel name, I found this channel, okay? It gravitated me. Because one particular person that was always on panel, her name was Steph. I really liked Steph. Steph was somebody who I looked up to. She was also a DV survivor. She's told her story many of different times. And so I kind of believed in this channel. I believed in everything that they were saying. I believed that they were good people, and they stand for victims, okay? However, I didn't know that it was all lies, okay? And this is where I'm getting to. You have to be very careful when it comes to online anymore. Because, hold on, I'm trying to find this. I'll read your comments in just a second. Popcorn Planet. I'm looking for this one particular lady. If not, we're just going to go to Saggy. Alright, we'll just go from what I have here. Okay, so this guy now has a lot of flock. Hi, Miss Sharon. Hi, Casey. Hi, guys. Hey, Truthseeker. Thank you, babes. I love you, girl. Thank you. I am glad he's home. I'm worried. I'm worried that he's in the wrong hands.
The Google document got reported as well. It wasn't under my account. It was under somebody else's. So they just let me know. They let everybody know that their Google document with the copy of Andy Signor's stuff.
I have a copy of that
today. That was just funny. And people are like, well, why don't you do it here? Do it here. It's like, well, because number one, we're also proving that.
I want you guys to listen to this, okay?
It is being attacked. They are reporting it, 100%. Andy wants this to go away. Well, unfortunately, it's never going to go away. Nope. And I guarantee you, they're going to be hitting my channel really hard. So good. I hope they do. That means I can push my Cash App for my tips like Andy does. I got to push my Cash App. Which, by the way, if y'all want to give me some boba tea,
I love when she says boba tea. She loves her boba tea.
Y'all can hit me on the Cash App, so I can get some boba tea today.
Why is it not? Did she get reported too?
Y'all haven't had boba tea in a while.
Did her channel get taken down? I'm looking for Simple Bell.
Ignores reports and false flagging. I could use a boba tea. I already told the girls today, I was like, I'm going to do a stream, and I'm going to grift. I'm being an honest grifter. Give me money for boba tea, whoever can. Oh, I don't know if my bot still is active in here. Is my bot still activated? My bot usually does it. But here we go. I'm going to pull it handy. Hold on. I think
Hi, y'all.
How it is. There we go.
Hi, y'all.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
At least I'm not asking for a new chair or vacation. Just boba tea, guys. There you go.
Why is me mad. I had it all of a sudden. Her
Well, why
channel
can't
is,
I?
I
And I at
can't
least be
type it
honest
in.
about it. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you guys a
Anywho,
sob story. You know what I mean?
I do want to go over this really quick with you guys so you guys can get kind of a grift of what I'm talking about. Kind of what I'm talking about here. Alright, so back in, I don't know, let me pull out my notebook. Alright, so, okay. So, I found Popcorn Planet. Okay, I was a membership. His memberships were $5.99. Um, $5.99 a month for him. Steph's was I think $4.99. Hers was $5. His was $6 something. Um, so I'm gonna read what I have. Couple of months. Um, I fell in love with them. I fell in love with Popcorn Planet around. Let's see. He got really big at the time of Johnny Depp. But when I had found Popcorn Planet, I was, a mess, going through recovery, going through addiction, being almost kicked out of a program, because I still wanted to hustle. I still wanted to have, I was still playing the game. I was still hustling. I was still doing all that. And going through recovery. So I was lying to myself. I wasn't being truthful. I wasn't being faithful to myself. Um, Finally, um, I think they got a lead on me was when I would peel the cup, make sure I was good, and then take it to them. I wasn't watched at this place. Um, so, like, I found Popcorn Planet and I fell in love with what they do. They're DV survivors, pop culture. Um, Found him when that's how I found Bullhorn Betty, who was Andrea. We all know her name is Andrea. So BHB, I found her through Popcorn Planet, because she was out there at the laundries. The laundries case and the Gabby Petito case pulled me in so deep into it. How could the laundries know this? Protecting his kid. Also, at the time when I found Popcorn Planet was Free Britney movement. I've always been into loving Britney. I love Britney Spears. Um, she just was one of my favorite icons to watch. I loved Britney Spears. Loved watching. I loved listening to her music. Um, and so when she was going through her C-ship, is when he also talked about it. So, um, Popcorn Planet was really into the Britney. Um, so I got close to a lot of people in there. A lot of girls were in there. For instance, we had a Britney girl in there. I loved Britney. Um, we had Nola. We had a lot of good girls in there. We had Popcorn Planet then had this app called Telegram. I got into Telegram. I got into the headline groups. I worked my way up to, just being in there faithfully every day, watching all of their shows. Popcorn and Steph's was in there all the time. I paid memberships, donated, participated in all of the fundraiser aspects. He really did cover the case with really just participated in all of found her. Thank God. Jesus, I don't know why it was so hard to find her. So just had found them, fell in love with them. Gabby, he was Popcorn Planet was showing off BHB at the time. When she was out there with her bullhorn nonstop. Um, he talked about how, I don't think he agreed with her whatsoever. So I was suffering and going through certain things. So there were, let's see here. So the Britney Spears and the Gabby Petito. Popcorn Planet and Steph and Lewis all have done evil. And have done lots of messed up things. Steph's just is course how do you a part of it. She's I loved her. I really cannot get over how much I confided into Steph. Did things in the headline groups. I was always posting in the headline group. Telegram was an app that Andy had used. But there was Brittany in there. I have some of the girls' names wrote down. Brittany, Nola, Shadow. I think Jade had a different name. And these women are amazing, amazing girls. But I fell in love with this one girl. Her name was Nicole. I thought she was different. I thought she was actual victim. But, so just watching Popcorn Planet, just being there all the time, I made it to the headline group. Because there was a different one where you could be in the Popcorn Planet chat through Telegram, or you can make it up to the advanced groups, like the headline group, the fighting things to talk about, topics, things like that, okay? Was really what I wanted to do. Well, so for I think like 6 months in or so, Steph the Altar Nerd was like, Andy, my name at the time was Jacqueline, my full name. So let's see if this is. Listen to one of these women. This is the one that's been helping us get everybody out there and get their stories told. Simple Belle was another one. I don't know her her name, but Simple Belle is her channel. I know we went over this. So I was friends with all of these ladies. Okay.
Recently, folks asked me what my story was in regards to Andy Signor and Popcorn Planet. I pointed them to my backstory playlist.
I want you guys to check this out too, because this is just evidence. Somebody told me that we didn't have receipts, I didn't have proof, I didn't have any of that. Okay. So let me get on here before I show you guys Simple Belle, because I don't have much time, but I really want to get this out there for the girls, so that way they can have exactly what happened. So there was a time that he was doing a Vegas trip. He was doing a butterfly fundraiser. Now, mind you, uh, Gabby's family never really worked with Andy. Pascal got to work with the Gabby family. But that's what so much Andy wanted, to work with the Gabby family. Um, so he insisted on getting, on stream one day. He said, let's do butterflies for Gabby. And I thought that would have been a beautiful thing. Everybody was down for the butterflies. Um, he also, one thing I don't like that he had did was the book report. He got a lot of people to pay him $1,000 to read Jamie Spears' book. Now, you telling me that's just people paid it $1,000 for him to read the Britney Spears book, not Britney Spears, Jamie Spears, and I'm just like, no. So there's that. But this is Simple Belle. This is one of the girls that I looked for. She's a former mod, just like I was.
AKA Belle. And I am a survivor of Popcorn Planet. I'm a 58-year-old married mom of one adult son. This is a very old picture of me. I found Popcorn Planet during the Gabby Petito stuff. At first I kept to myself, although I engaged in chat. Live streams were new to me and I hadn't actually chatted in ages, so it was a bit of fun for me.
I can relate to her a lot, her story a lot, so I suggest you guys definitely go check out Simple Belle. So, continuing on. Andy also did a fundraiser for domestic violence, okay? They were really keen about domestic violence. That's another reason why I got into Popcorn Planet so bad. Like, I even emailed them several times my stories. I've emailed Popcorn Planet for the contest to go out to Vegas to go to the Johnny Depp concert. He had a subscriber, a mod. I don't know if she was a mod or not, but she had bought everybody tickets to the Johnny Depp concert with Beck. And we all had to do like a 30-second clip. 30-second clip to get in there, to get your commercial. So I did it. I did a 30-second one because at the time I didn't know that, the butterfly thing never happened. I don't know what happened with that money to this day. I honestly don't know if he ever did anything for it. I just know people really wanted the butterflies. They were expensive, but they were. I mean, I think it was like $500 for just so many butterflies that he wanted to release. But the thing was, there wasn't a spot where. I know the big huge debate was, where are we going to release these butterflies? They didn't want to do it in front of Laundry's house, okay? I understand that. That's fine. So then he had, I watched him do the Florida thing where the girl came on, was like, about the Florida digging a hole in a cave and all that, so, I have to go to work soon, guys. It sucks. I should have started this way earlier. But anyways, I've been trying to get this exposed to these hate clip channels. I've asked Josen for help. I've asked Queen for help. I've asked... And that's the main reason why I went to those channels. yes, it was to learn and see if, what they were saying about the other person was true. I still don't know. It's a big mess. I'm just going to stay out of it and not, but I did go to them asking for help. I have screenshots of me asking and begging for them to get off the DV and let's get this guy. Okay? This is not just about money. This isn't just about him grifting. He did awful things, you guys. Awful things. He took advantage of one girl's account, dispersed everything out like it was free. Like, no. The girl this girl's beautiful. Oh my God, you guys, this girl's beautiful. But she had a kid. She was, her and her fiance were together. I think they still are. She was very honest and open. She thought she could trust this person and helping her get stuff started. And it was just, he just wasn't good. So there's other things to lead up to. It's not just the butterfly thing. I don't know exactly what happened to the money with the butterflies, but no butterflies ever happened. Yes, the DV money went to the DV shelter. That's one thing I can honestly say. That money went to the DV shelter. But there's the butterfly, there's the Jamie Spears, the book. How are you going to ask people to send you money to read you a book? And these people did it. They did it. Here's my money. Just, take my money. I did that for a year and 3 months. I added that money up. It's a lot of money. I was a Popcorn Planet tier for a year and a few months. But I was also a supporter of Steph. Now, I loved Steph. One of the main reasons why I loved Steph was I loved her. She did a series on UK killers. Oh my Jesus. I loved when she did that series. So when all this was going out, so I would say like 6 months in, I'm not sure when I started seeing the girls missing, but True Brittany wasn't there no more. Nola wasn't popping in. Some of these other Simple Belle, she had stopped coming in. So I started noticing people missing, and one of his Andy's big, donors was gone, aka Batman. Batman, if you're out there and you ever get to see this, I think I'm still in the Telegram app of yours with your wife and that. Just know, Mr. Batman out there, aka, I don't want to say his name. I think it's like, oh, he also went by. No, maybe he didn't. So Batman, he went by there. He had Andy and Steph. Lewis had this big, huge supporter. We named him Batman. He had the Batman logo. And I remember the one day I got in the chat, and I just started noticing online about stuff. There was a group called Witchy Women, Witchy Raven. I think it first started out as Witchy Women, Witchy Woman. I noticed her video about the mod, one of Andy's hedgehog dogs. And so I had started noticing these girls. Batman was gone. So I approached, one day I put in there a bunch of Batman flags, the icon, and they all kept getting deleted, or that's one of the ones I started looking for. just a bunch of people, started missing. That was another big supporter that donated for cameras, chairs, computers. But when I had seen Witchy Woman's video and I had heard her stuff, then I had found Saggy, then I had found Simple Bell, and then I had seen the one day I was surfing YouTube and found his deep thingy porn video. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to cut this. Damn it, I have 2 other pages of everything. So maybe I might just have to... Yeah, I still got like 4 pages of stuff. But let me just skim through this real quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. So I got bumped up to a mod 6 months after being there. Steph was actually one that had promoted me, told me to tell, or she told Andy to get me as a mod. I was also bumped up to the headline groups. I was putting articles in. I was putting them in all the different ones. I did get Andy did write me back and was like, hey, can you not put them all in the group? Just put them in the headline group. Which I was new at everything, I was learning everything, where to put stuff, where to put the articles, the main topics, how to draw up the headline sheets. Yeah, so, donated. I loved Steph's DV story, and, just how she started with him. So, and I, like I said, participated in everything. I was in the headlines group. I was at all the shows. I was in the chat. We just had figured out, Telegram. But there's way evil behind the Telegram app. And then, like I said, I realized that certain mods, started happening. I seen that there was fighting and feuding. Then I found the thing with him and his Me Too movement. Andy came out with a Me Too. I looked at that. He was actually fired from Screen Junkies. He got a lawsuit because that was platonic, and I don't know exactly everything with that, but there's the Screen Junkie thing. Cheating on his wife, the first wife. It's bad. Then I seen a video about how he was lied on, so I didn't believe it at first. I was seeing about Andy and him being nasty. I was very close to a mod, my friend, aka my best friend, guy friend in there. I thought Will was a good mod, but I thought he was a nice person. But I had approached, this is the part, him come up to me, that's not the part we're going to go over. The mod, Andy's head mod, we called him Attack Dog. I had seen clips of this video of Andy and this video of him sending it to the girl. I sent that to the head dog, and I asked him, I said, what is this? What am I seeing this for? What is going on here? Those receipts are on my YouTube channel. You guys, this is the Truthseeker. I did do my research just like I've been doing with the whole why I've been in and out of groups and in and out of chats, because I want to know. I want to know where the money goes. I want to know. If I'm supporting you ass, I have every right to know. And that's what I started doing in Popcorn Planet. I did what, Nicole was pushing me not to. And she was in there a lot. She was somebody bad. I thought I could, But anyways, it went to one of his mods. I said, what is this? Why is this all on YouTube? Why are we seeing this? Who are these people? Which it didn't dawn on me that these girls that were coming out were the girls I was missing, because their names have changed. Some of their names have changed. So, like Simple Belle, I asked for her. I can't remember what her actual screen name was in the thing. But I've asked for her. I asked about all of them. So I went to the head dog. He came back at me as I was drama. He started attacking me. He said he didn't care about that stuff's all fake. They're just bad eggs. They're bad people. They're drama. They're liars. They're just everything. He said he did never talk to Witchy Woman. He never reached out to her. Or something like that. It's on there. I'll have to go back and recall my notes. I do have to go. I have to go get my check and go to work, and then go home and pay bills. So I will come back. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm probably going to have to start over, or I'll edit this one, or I'll figure out. I'm going to leave this video up for now. I know he's got a lot of issues going on with the Netflix thing, so you guys can check him out with that. I guess there's he's being sued or something about him in the Netflix documentary that's on here. I am going to give you a shout out of the people you guys can go check out. I did write their channels down, because now Saggy Melons, her channel is definitely where you want to go. Simple Belle, again, this is hers. Let me show you guys, because I can relate a lot to her. But this is Simple Belle's channel here.
AOL way back in the day. I got a deal for MSN in
This is her.
2000. So I chatted and engaged in their communities / groups.
Okay.
I managed a few, co-managed a few more, and assisted in many, including the largest help group begun by MSN itself, Community Feedback.
Oh my God, big fan! Hi! I
Reason,
missed
I
you.
my first ever YouTube membership.
God, I've missed you, man.
I don't know, maybe because of slow.
I tell you what, I learned my lesson though about going and trying to do your research. People are gonna hate on you. People are gonna bully you. People are gonna call you names. I went to Team Roses today. There was a few death threats. I don't know if it was meant all for me, but he did put my name in there. Scary thing. So I went to Jones's last night. That's why I'm kind of doing this, is because this is how I do my research. Yeah, I might have said some comments, but that's how I felt at the time. I was pissed and mad hearing all this shit. So this is why people don't want to do their research and dig. Because like I said, they get attacked. Or like this guy, he unmodded me. I left the group. I found out that, everything is just... Now...
I don't really remember. During the first members-only live stream, of the very few that were offered during my 5 months of tenure, someone who had later become a friend realized she was in an abusive situation. I watched as people rallied around her, finding resources, etc. I was in awe. The next day, I finally
This is me too. I love you, Pink Fan. Thank you for coming in.
It had been a while since I allowed this level.
This is what I want you guys. These are all the channels you guys need. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna post it to my community tab, because somebody came to me and said you need to have receipts, and this is why I do my digging and do my researching, and these girls need help. There's Chris, the bipolar Jedi guy. He's good. Little Mama 6675. She is she's been through hell. You guys can go and watch some of her clips. I'm just going to show you guys this one really quick. Oh, this is part 3? You guys,
So a
please
lot
go
of you
check
seem
her
to be
out.
confused about the accusations going around about you, Truthseeker, and I'm here. So, I know that there were accusations against him back in 2017,
So,
and it involves a lot of women, plenty of women. So I was about 3 months postpartum when I started talking to Andy, and he was
she's beautiful.
just always telling me how
It's great to
beautiful
see
I
all you. I
was,
love you,
and
Miss
things were
Sharon.
good. At the time, my fiance and I weren't really doing that great, so I enjoyed the attention.
She did. She said it.
Especially from a YouTuber that I watched religiously. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
loved his content. I loved watching. So getting that attention from him was something that made a. So a lot of you seem to be confused about the accusations going around about.
Oh, new one. Uh-oh. This is the one, too. This is part 2.
I wasn't too sure that I'd be able to get the followers, and he assured me that he could help me because he started Screen Junkies, and then after the accusations, he
He
got
got
kicked
canceled.
out.
Fired.
And then he built Popcorn Planet from the ground up on his own. So he told me that it really would be no problem to help me out building my OnlyFans from the ground up and help me get followers. So that's kind of where everything started. I gave him my username and my password to my OnlyFans, thinking that he would be a big help. After giving him username and password to my OnlyFans, I was expecting to start getting followers. Well, weeks went by and I saw no followers. And so I had questioned Andy, and he told me
Yep.
wasn't too sure that I'd be able to get the followers.
So, you guys,
And he assured
please, I'm going to come back with more. I haven't told you the rest of half of it. I still got my stuff to go through, my story. But these girls were just treated like dirt, and they were my friends, and they were in Popcorn. We were in all the headline groups, and this girl had everything taken from her, from this guy. So, I love you all. I will see you all later. Have a blessed day. Just be kind as people. You guys can go check out Team Roses if you want. You can see I'm not lying about the death threats in there. It was horrible. I wouldn't go back. And it was just not cool. Not cool at all. Just be kind. Pay it forward. Be nice. All you guys that are still on him, get off of him. Not Andy Signal. I need people to be on him. But to the other grifters and bad people, you've done it for years. Let's focus on some new ones because they're out there. Can't say I haven't got nothing. But I've learned. Nobody stuck up. Well, you girls weren't there to stick up or say anything. So but the other ones out there that didn't have my back, and this is why I do. This is why I do my research. So I love you all. Have a great day. I gotta go. Bye.